Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Top 10 Anime Rivals. Today, spawning as our Tyranids with the Lictor Alpha, it's missing.
His rival, Lindonin, Eldar, Farsia.
Missing hyphen, quotation mark, space, quotation mark,
Close
hyphen.
quotation marks. So.
Yeah. So we may say that, or we may just call him missing. Doubt it's been a while since we casted this game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember how this game works, you know.
Yeah, there's a new patch.
Should be right.
I don't remember anything. The only thing I remember is they changed the Space Marine drop pod now. Man, these Tyranids are like deafening my ears. I thought it was quite... Look at that. Look how low that bar is. It is now at 2% volume. Will be deafened by the Tyranids. Guardians won't be, they don't care. They must have their Bose sound cancelling headsets.
I bet they would. I mean, when you have like a Lictor Alpha munching your friends, like you don't really want to be hearing that shit, yeah?
Man, I hate it when Lictor Alpha munches my friends. That sucks.
Straight sucks, man. Like, yeah. It's not great.
Also when Hormagaunts munch my cousins. That's not good either. Or when Termagants fire little bees at my bros. I try to avoid that situation.
Yeah.
Wow, these...
Yeah, they're having a good time. There's a lot of pew-pews going on here. Like, yeah. That's actually a pretty good retreat before extra model drops.
Well, it's very late because the thing is health reinforce, health regenerate.
Is slow.
Yeah, it's pretty slow. Yeah. I guess I'm kind of biased in that normally I'm playing as Space Marines, in which case it takes stupidly long. It doesn't even fully heal and reinforce these Dire Avengers out.
Alpha should lose this. I don't know if he's trying to avoid special attack knockback on the second squad, but so he just tries to run backwards and loses models. Interesting.
Squad of Rangers being built. They have good detection. Also has the knockback, the kinetic something. Means the Lictor Alpha won't be able to stick around in melee or melee combat.
Melee
Governor,
combat.
would you like to partake in some melee combat?
I challenge you to a one-on-one melee.
Brew in some melee.
Yeah.
I want the Eldar voiceover. Stop giving me this Tyranid VO. This is too much for me to handle. Can I like... Oh, that's why I do this. Team... Does that change it?
You just want to hear pew-pew lasers instead of...
I just don't want to hear... You know, it's like, man, it's distracting.
Tyranid.
No! Stop! Go away!
See, what I've done is I've secretly stuck into your house in the middle of the night and replaced all your voice lines for every faction with Tyranids, so...
I can change the cursor thing.
Right.
That's nice. Alright, anyway. I guess we'll have to deal...
Yeah.
We'll deal with the Tyranid voiceover.
We got some burrowing boys on the field as well, which is going to be pretty nasty. Lictor Alpha's getting pretty low. We'll get the retreat. Rangers forced to retreat very early from that engagement. The Farsi really didn't do anything.
Maybe
no
threw down.
upgrades, but just wasn't part of the engagement. So.
Well, I could die here.
Think it would get the retreat off?
Thought wrong.
I thought wrong. Melees from the Raven is too strong.
I think they changed the Tyranid announcer in one of the expansions. I remember when Dao first came out, it was this really monotone, kind of like robotic sounding lady.
Right.
Like Hormagaunt Lost. It was, in a way, it was kind of creepy.
Like a really dispassionate, like kind of hive-mindy kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah. Then they went kind of the creepy Zerg route. Shuriken Cannon team. Now, is he gonna tunnel in on these ranges?
I would think.
He doesn't. Maybe he doesn't have.
You're gonna go in the cannon instead.
Oh, may lose this. Yep, goes
down.
down.
Yeah, Lictor Alpha goes down. Yeah. So both of our commander units are RIP. It's actually really good cannon positioning. Get some good suppression down.
Yeah, hard to flank as well. Wow, double Raveners. Oh, good grenade. I didn't see that one coming.
Farsi is back and available. That will force our Tyranids back, which is cool. VP wise, it's not too bad for a 7 now. The Eldar has been bled down to.
Okay, pretty full on game so far.
It gets good vision on the power, so it knows where the power farm is. That's good knowledge.
Yep, neither power has been fully saturated yet.
So pretty similar power income from the looks of things. Weird that the Rangers... weird that the Rangers haven't gone back to base to actually reinforce off this. I guess they need to be here to help out the Guardian Weapon team, I'm not sure.
I have an idea, Blake. I'm turning off the speech. It means we won't get random Eldar being like, yeah, we're Eldar, but we'll still get pure peels.
Yeah. Okay, right. As long as the pure peels are still there, I'm still keen. Sure, the voice lines get tiresome after a while of playing any game, so...
My apologies if you really enjoy the Tyranid announcer. Yeah. Maybe you find it relaxing. You use it for your guided meditation.
ASMR Tyranid voiceovers, so
yep.
Yeah. Another YouTube channel that needs to happen. Victor Alpha not grabbed again. I think Missing might just wait until he has the power for upgrades. It's not really doing a lot at this stage. The Guardians online, the Rangers are up. It's like, it's kind of, doesn't really have a job. Once the power is there for some upgrades, we might see him revive.
Personally, when I want to unwind, I just boot up my favorite top 10 anime betrayals. Go through the YouTube playlist.
Hi, this is WatchMojo.com, and welcome to Top 10 Anime Betrayals.
I want to know all about it. When does Vegeta swap sides? When does something from Naruto? I don't know, man. Whoa, loses the Shuriken team.
Yeah, that was surprising. Rangers look like they're gonna leave here, but yeah, losing the weapon team is not so good.
Wow, also the Farseer, meanwhile, just 1v9ing these giant
no worries.
Raveners. And she runs away with the special attack. No retreat, unless it doesn't even show the retreat icon. Yeah, it just doesn't show the icon, I suppose.
Looks like it's retreating. Alright. Little VP recaptured. Seems like that's the focus from Missing.
Lindonin loves sending his squads out. Okay, there's the Autark. Keeps the power alive.
Very nice timing on the call-in. As you say, keeps the power up, forces the double retreat from the Raveners, and that's at the same time that these Dire Avengers are back on the field, fully healed. Put some nice pressure in the north. This is probably the time you want to grab the Lictor Alpha back up again, like one would think. Using prioritizing tier 2.
Yeah, almost has the requisition for it. Still has a couple of reinforcers to do though on this one we're going to. Action slowed down a little bit. No third power on either, but given how small this map is and how aggressive it's been, it seems to be a pretty sensible choice.
It's a nice power deny, though it probably will be at the cost of a retreat here. See if we get a nice nade off, maybe onto the back squad.
Yeah, nice. It's a good one.
Okay, it's onto the front. You see a double retreat, though. The other Dire Avengers are going to be forced off. That's kind of unfortunate. They were full health, and at the same time, the Farseer forced off, so hopefully it is, yeah, it's just a massive retreat.
I think you can see a little effect that plays where they are tunneling. I want to watch that next time.
I'm sure they would be. I don't think there's a... You wouldn't think there's no warning kind of OP. The best fight for an Autark to be picking, but we'll see how it goes.
Doesn't have any upgrades, so not too strong. Yeah, what's the next unit of choice going to be? Oh, okay, uses one of those abilities. I don't know what that one is. Gives him, I think it's like a regeneration, movement speed, something like that. Gallipoli.
Something in the area, so yeah.
Capillary Tower. It's pretty cheap as well, not very expensive. Well, it calls down a Venom Brood. That's another ability usage. That's an anti-tank squad, so it'll be useful against the power.
Yeah, I guess they're going to roll north and take care of that while we have the fight down the bottom. I mean, the Ravagers seem to have enough health to just pull through this one. The Autark is back in there. It's a big engage.
Nice heal and uses a webway gate.
Yeah, that was pretty smart.
Nice work.
Good stuff from the Venom Brutes. This is good power snipe, so it's fairly effective.
I think he also just wanted to melee the Ranger squad. Nice, gets both power.
It's definitely worth it, even if probably going to drop one model here, maybe on the way back. So not even that.
The Venom Brood also have the range synapse, which benefits the Termagants. More health and damage. Good to see these abilities being used. No sign of any Warlocks though, in the Dire Avenger squads.
Things are pretty tight on power at this point.
Yeah, with only with 0 power plants at the moment. Previously never having 3 of them.
I think it replaced or not. Hillary Tower goes down, that's nice timing.
Capillary Clinton. Okay, Singing Spear.
Get him. I mean, you're a little bit too late for US election memes, Callum, but
Coney 2012.
yeah. I don't know what happened. We've still got Kanye 2020 to look forward to, so don't worry about
well,
that.
I'm still waiting for Kanye to get on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, what's
supposed
up
to
with
happen
that?
months ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe like what they talked about is like so next level, like we can't even like perceive it as a human race until we've had more more drugs.
Uses the stun thing, keeps the snare, I suppose is how you would call it. Keeps the Farseer out of range. Now retreat path's going to be pretty antsy here. Okay, has a little healing ability. Restores energy and health. I wonder what that's for. Maybe there's some energy use for the Autark or something? For the Ranger, I don't know. It has a heal.
Oh, hello, Dr. Alpha.
There's a lot of squads here, and these Rippers are so good versus the Rangers, the Dire Avengers. Ties them up in melee, means they can't do any damage, and it's very hard to kill those Rippers. Oh wait, it's no longer a Warlock, it's a Dire Avenger Exarch. And I thought it also was like a separate upgrade icon. So maybe he already had them. I've put some of my models up. I got like a Dire Avenger in the background.
Yeah.
Not I have a Dire Avenger Exarch who has 2 of those guns. And then I have some Space Marines. And then I have a Man of Gondor and Faramir. More of these Rippers being spawned. And just no good way of dealing with these. The Rippers used to be a squad that you would buy from the HQ. They were pretty broken.
Loving the types, my dude. Is it worth us seeing another weapons team, or do you think there's too much disruption?
Well, he needs... You don't have any splash. Splash is how you normally deal with them. They can't retreat though, I think that's their kind of weakness. They're pretty fast. Yeah, I don't know what he needs. I am underqualified to be giving advice here. Though I think he just killed a squad. I don't know.
Hormigaunt, Termagant, Stalactite, one of those. So.
Tyrant Guard, nice. That's. I think the first time, maybe the Venom Brood probably was the first tier 2 he's used. So that's going to be good. Still no anti-vehicle.
Yeah.
And even more melee tie-up from the Tyrant Guard. Not a lot of power on the board for either player, so they don't have a lot of high-tech options. We're probably going to have to see a Brightlands cannon to counter the Tyrant Guard.
Yeah, might have to.
Maybe a Falcon gets that reinforce, pop a squad inside of it if it gets collapsed upon.
I think you're a little bit of a risk. Add a little bit of risk from the Venom Brood at this point if you go for it, but.
Whoop.
So the die from the Autark, disruption not healing, and the Rippers are going to tie up friends.
Okay, are we going to use the heal ability on the Autark? I don't know. Singing Spear is good against these heavy infantry. I don't know if that counts as heavy infantry. It just says infantry. Because it does,
It's melee heavy DPS.
yeah, so it ignores armor.
It does piercing, so yeah.
Oh, man. Get him.
Get 'em, Rippers.
Eat
Get
their
'em.
faces.
Oh.
Those animations are insane.
Yeah.
It looks like something
It doesn't
from
look like they
Impossible
spent a lot of
Creatures.
time on this one, so yeah.
It's just not very intimidating, is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
But the damage is pretty low. Maybe they could even fight this. The Exarch might have some decent damage.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Wow. Wow, those backflip kicks though, man. He's been doing some Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Man, you should train in Blake Dojo. He's got eaten though.
Man, I'd train
there
in
we
a
go.
Dire Avenger dojo. That'd be fun.
Are you that flexible though? Good hip rotation.
Yeah, look.
Good pivot with the ankle.
Alrighty. So first engagement we get to see with the Tyrant Guard.
That's much bigger than a Ripper.
Yes.
You've proven your ability to kick Rippers, but can you kick a Tyrant Guard in the face? Well, the Wraith Lord can.
Wraithlord can kick him in the face if he wants to, so yeah. Maybe just backhanding them is better. Though I would like to see a front kick from the Wraithlord.
Yeah, or maybe just a nice evisceration with a sword. That'll do.
Yeah, River's getting some nice tie-ups on one of the Avenger squads. Autark finding some disruption in the backlines. It's good as well. Though a lot of targeting still coming down to the
Oh,
Siren
nice
Guard.
grenade. He dodges it though.
Yeah, Venom Broods are still up and running.
Yeah, the Venom Brood's really important here to counter the Wraith
Yeah, I
Lord.
don't know what they're focusing though. They're just like rounding around though. I don't need to be hitting it.
Farsi is tying up some of these Ravagers with really good damage. Tyrant Guard's healing, and the Wraith Lord cannot out-damage that.
Yeah, look, I think enough of the Avenger squads are forced off. The Autark's already gone. These Ripper swarms are, I'm just trying to buy time here.
And the Farseer went down.
Can't heal indefinitely, but
No, you can. I think it stays forever. It's pretty silly.
does it?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Forever.
sure it does. I think it's just a toggle. You just activate it. The downside is that it takes damage from anything.
Right,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah.
strictly
Yeah.
a vehicle. So if you have enough Dire Avengers, you can just pew it.
Focus it.
But
been a while
yeah,
since I've
it's
seen
pretty
one.
obnoxious. I really don't like this ability.
Yeah. Or it's just held down and chilling. So.
It's a pretty tight competition of what I hate the most. The Tyrant Guard or the Blood Crusher. Both of which are quite frustrating. So is the Chimera, really. I mean, all those vehicles are kind of annoying. Okay, Farsi is back on the field. Rippers are tying up the Shuriken Cannon. The advantage, though, of having triple Dire Avenger is it's good repairs. Farsi just died again. Yeah, see, just not phased at all. Nonchalantly in the middle of the map,
Oh.
healing himself, and now finally awakens from his slumber.
What's the saying? Don't poke a healing Tyrant Guard or something like that.
Yeah, pretty
in
sure
the
that's
core.
how
So
it is.
yeah.
Charging in, knocking up the squads back. Ravagers have to retreat here, but these squads are all quite low. They can evac inside of the webway, but takes some time. Double grenade on the Termagants!
Oh!
Deadly, but no wipes, and still the Dire Avengers are taking damage. Venom Brood is firing some shots on the Wraith Lord, so he's pretty deep.
Well, they're really zoning one squad at a time.
I think the Wraith Lord hasn't been given proper attention. Decides to slap about a capillary tower. Cap claws.
The Venom's at least having a great time.
Oh wow, look, Alpha
dead.
goes down.
Rip.
So the Wraith Lord's in a pretty iffy spot because the moment he backs off, the
Yeah,
Venom
it's
can just turn
gonna
around.
die, right.
Finally, this Tyrant guy goes down.
Oh, healing time!
He doesn't really have. He just has to cheap chasing in here. He doesn't have a lot of choice. Yeah. See, he just
feeling through it.
Ain't no problems.
Yes, it's
There it goes.
a few free levels up away.
Unfortunately, the Wraith Lord can't hit stasis mode, despite. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, Singing Spear might have some good damage against this.
Does it out damage the heals? We're about to find out. Answer is no.
No, it does.
Well, no, it is. Yeah, just. Yeah. Oh, no, by a bit, actually. By like 30. That's cool.
So I think that Singing Spear also has good damage versus vehicles too.
Yeah.
Effective against all targets.
Right, this thing is dead. Finally. Will it matter VP-wise?
Wow.
Just
okay.
to make sure.
He's not
Have you
dead
ever
yet.
been so
Finish
angry
him
that
off.
you double naded
Finish
a
him off.
Tyrant guard?
No.
80, 40, 50, 0.
There we go. Well, he bought some time, didn't he?
Yeah.
There's a really good front line for the Eldar, the Autarch and the Farseer, both very tough units, but it has to be careful with the Autarch. If he loses it, can't just replace it for cheap, and loses the upgrade as well.
Wow, losing engagement in the end, that's surprising.
Yeah, has been some pretty punishing losses for the Eldar. He's lost 2 Shuriken Cannons now, lost a squad of Rangers. Of course, it's a Carnifex, so that's the only reason why the Eldar has been able to regain some territories, because the Tyranids went to tier 3. Big, scary, chompy Carnifex here with a Barbed Strangler and Spore Cysts. Yeah, if you have either of those things, you should probably take some antibiotics. So that's good suppression.
Bro, if you got some antibiotics that work against the spore mines,
Yeah, I'll take those.
I'll take a lot, my dude. Like,
Purge the Xeno with penicillin.
you won't find many anti-vaxxers among the Space Marines, bro. Like,
Okay, how does he deal with this? So I think it's an anti-infantry, really is what it is. Spore Cysts.
yeah.
They're AoE
Seems
as
to go
well.
pure anti-infantry, but not melee anti-infantry.
Yeah,
just like anti-ranged.
Because you can get the Venom Cannon, which is anti-vehicle, and then you can get the I think it's the regeneration upgrade. So it's a Falcon, not exactly great. It's only the tier 2 vehicle. Has some anti-vehicle damage, but not amazing.
It's about even VPs now. Plenty of red saved up for both of our players.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like if this is like a Mad Dog Eldritch Storm or something, I don't think is going to help much against this Carnifex. Falcon.
Whoa,
yeah,
that thing actually is
man.
doing decent damage versus
Pretty
infantry.
big.
Tyranno formation. Falcon has nowhere to run. Back into the ability. Maybe he'll survive it. Nope. Gets eaten by the Hillary Clinton towers. So, not looking good here for the Eldar.
Yeah, look, that's not great. That was well spent. I think that buys a lot of time. The triple cap's already on. There's a big zone.
I didn't realize how much that did against vehicles.
Yeah.
Removes Carnifex's melee resistance aura. It's pretty good. 125 plasma cannon damage per shot. Yeah, that's why it's doing so much damage.
Yeah, okay. And that's flat damage as well.
Whereas the barbed stranglers that you can get on the warriors, they do not do that damage. They do like nothing against vehicles, or at least I'm pretty sure. I'm getting some PTSD from playing StarCraft today because I see these and I think of Banelings.
Dear Lord, yeah. These nice detonations are the spore mines. 51 VPs. We do have a bit of a stall out.
I think they get spawned from the Carnifex.
Yes.
Ouch. That's the Bright Lance. VPs are still pretty low, especially for the Eldar.
Bit of disruption coming in as well.
Dodges grenades, dodges into with the dive.
Well
the
played by
burrow.
the Raveners. Good stuff we're missing. Excellent hold on this central VP. What might I call it? Yeah, cool. Victor Alpha, just chilling up the north.
There's also a Lictor unit that you can build from tier 3. Has a funny name. It's just like a mini Lictor.
Is it just called a Lictor? Why can't you just get a Lictor?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I don't remember what it does exactly.
And then the Lictor Alpha is like has more hard hitting radiation than the.
I think he just lifts more. He can bench press pretty high, so he's pretty alpha.
Oh, nice.
If you were a Lictor, would you be a Lictor Alpha or would you just be a
Oh,
Lictor?
look, I don't know, man. So yeah. I think there are some benefits to being built from a tier 3, like, you know. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not
you have
above
to have
that,
a lot of
so,
protein
yeah.
to be built out of tier 3. Well, I say that, the Catachan Devils are tier 1 and they're pretty badass.
Oh,
Whoa, what was that heal?
Oh,
Oh, that was the Farseer. Wow, the Spirit Stones.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, so it's 175 per unit. I thought it was like per squad or
Big boy
something.
hills right
So
there.
yeah, that's a really good ability when if you're blobbing
Oh,
Dire
this thing
Avengers.
is nasty.
Farseer's going in, as is the Bright Lance. Carnifex has to be careful, but the Warrior, the Raveners, and the Spore Mines, yeah, chomping away. So that should be no worry. He's building some Banshees, perhaps.
Granny
Building
pipe
Fire
enemies.
Dragon. Nope.
Oh, I guess a stall in the bottom. I didn't actually see a squad running down there, but there was one.
Aha.
Look at that. Good job, Autark.
As the top as well. Could use some webways to try to hold these VPs.
Yeah. 800 red float now.
Oh, more AoE.
Rylance is set up though.
And it's suppression also.
There's the webway. Suppression, yeah, that's gonna kill it.
Okay, there is a webway there actually.
Okay, still ticking down in VPs. The Autark was forced off in the south. The Farsi is running to the north. Everything is neutral.
Whee.
Ah! Card effect! Runs
Yeah,
right
there's
into
GG.
a bunch more Tyranids though. Without the jump, the Autark could actually go down, or at least we'll be forced to retreat.
Nice try.
GG!
Man, what a crazy game. That would have been stressful to play that game
Yeah,
as
that looked
the
pretty
Eldar.
stressful.
Everywhere you go, there's just Raveners tunneling over there, cloaked Lictor, chomping your dudes, flesh hooking people.
Yeah.
Stressful, man.
It's pretty well played. Good
Yeah.
stuff from missing as well. I think that was just a well calculated tier 3. Like,
Yeah, that was a good choice. And the Barbed Strangler was definitely the right choice
Yeah,
there.
yeah, 100%.
Good Venom Brood as well.
Yes, yeah, very much so. Yeah, yeah, nice spawn. The power snipes were actually really impactful at that stage of the game. I think Lindonin could have done a bit if the power had actually stayed up, and that kind of constant harassment was very useful. GG, thank you for joining us for a bit of Dow 2.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the cast. Stay clear of those rippers if you know what's good for you. See ya.